What is up, Best Ones Worldwide? It's the Best One Donnie here, back with a brand new wrestling figure unboxing video. If you're not a Best One yet already, and you're into wrestling figures, Funko Pops, Nickelodeon, late 90s, early 2000s, and you want to watch me rebuild my collection, recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know, the grind is real. And today we're going to be opening up the Target exclusive WWE Greatest Hits Legend Series. So with that being said, let's get it. I just wanna be fearless. So before we unbox these figures, just want to say, I could not find any of these in my area whatsoever. For the first time ever, I was not able to find them. And the Target app, they did post these figures late. So as soon as they posted them to the app, I decided, let me get these figures and review them. I'm still hoping to, find, the display stand at least, so I can bring that into the studio. Just because I don't really have one of those retail store, display stands. So that is something I am looking for. But we do have all 4 figures from the WWE Legends Greatest Hits Series 1. And the first one we have here, we got the Ultimate Warrior. And the last Ultimate Warrior I got, I believe, was the Ultimate Edition. And I even said to myself that that was going to be the last Ultimate Warrior I get. And now, I believe this is my 3rd or 4th Ultimate Warrior figure now in the collection, and I just couldn't say no, and the big selling point for me was that WWF Championship, which, oh man, I loved when they did, the different color straps, back in like the late 80s, early 90s. We're going to be opening up the Warrior here, and I believe after this set here, the packaging for, the Mattel figures are going to be that horrible, little window. So, gotta enjoy this here. And, of course, with the Warrior, there we go. We get ourselves, the Macho King, Staffel. And, of course, we get the WWF Championship. That is pink, which I really do like a lot. And we're going to take this out of the package here. And this item here is breakable, so that is a cool, piece to it. I do gotta say, this does feel very good in hand. I do love the articulation that we get with this Elite figure here. And honestly, the gear choice is actually really friggin' cool, honestly. This might be, like, my second favorite Warrior figure I do have in the collection here. And with this Warrior, of course, we do have, the long, wavy hair. He's also got, the red, white, and blue going all around. I do love, his signature, face paint. Always stood out, larger than life. And, of course, I think they went with the right, torso and the arms. I think that, Warrior looks great in this attire. And, of course, we have the armbands. We got the red, the white, the red, and the navy blue. Looking good. He's also got this pink WWF World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship around him, which is cool. And he's got, the white gear with, the red and the blue Warrior logos going all around. And of course, with the knee pads, we also get the same, logos as well. I really do like the tassels that are, on the boots there. Definitely adds a lot to this figure, and overall, I gotta say, this was a figure at first I was not looking forward to getting, just because, obviously, it's another Warrior, but honestly, like, this, definitely, I am really happy I decided last minute to get this figure for the collection. And our next figure we have in the Greatest Hits Legends line, we got the Honky Tonk Man, one of my favorite, Intercontinental Champions of all time, one of the greatest. And I actually just met him not that long ago at the big event New York, which, was a really cool experience for me. And it's unfortunate I didn't have this figure, in time to get it signed, but that's alright. Honestly, I cannot wait to unbox this because we do have Rhythm and Blues, Greg Hammer Valentine, so now we can put the Honky Tonk Man with him. And, oh, it's so sad that this packaging, guys, is going to be, this is the last time. And there we go. Look at that. We got the Honky Tonk Man looking good. He's got some interchangeable hands. He's also got the guitar. And he's got, the nice blue jumpsuit, which does look really good on this figure. And I'm very excited to have this in my collection now because this is my very first, Honky Tonk Man figure in my updated collection now. Especially, having a whole shelf, filled with old school wrestlers. Adding the Honky Tonk Man in there, I'm very excited to do that. One of my favorite characters, around, his time that I've learned to love. And, oh man, such a great figure all around. This whole series is just great. And with the Honky Tonk Man, of course, we got the Elvis Presley inspired look with him. I do love, the head sculpt that we have here with him. He's got those long sideburns. And he's got, the nice black hair as well. And I also really do love the jumpsuit that we do have here with the Honky Tonk Man. There's a lot of details involved here. We got musical symbols going all around. We also got Elvis in the front, which I do really like that a lot. And then, of course, on the back, we have, the Honky Tonk Man in the pink Cadillac, which, that was from WrestleMania when he came out with Rhythm and Blues. My favorite moment of the Honky Tonk Man. He's also got the breakable guitar as well. And just, oh my goodness, this looks so good. And I do gotta say, this Honky Tonk Man figure, I'm really excited to have. I'm glad I didn't get the Retro Fest one. That was, one I was very tempted on. I'm glad I waited until this one. So we finally have an updated Honky Tonk Man. And we finally get to add him to the old school shelf. And our third figure we got here in the Greatest Hits Legends line, we got good old Terry Funk. And I'm very excited about this one. I did originally want to get his older Elite one, but I'm glad I waited until this. I really like how Mattel, is doing this for a lot of newer collectors or people that are getting back into wrestling figure collecting like myself. They're re-releasing them with updated, articulation and true effects. And I really like how they're doing that so that we don't have to pay bigger second market prices on these. And, oh man, the Terry Funk, I will say, is the one that I think I am the most excited about out of, all four of these here. And look at that. In the package, we get a lot with this Terry Funk figure. I know a lot of people are very excited about this ECW championship that you do get with the Terry Funk. I know some people are even selling the Terry Funk figure just for that ECW championship. And we got some interchangeable hands as well. And we also get the cane as well that, comes with Terry, which is cool. But we are gonna, take that out for now. And there it is, man. We got Terry Funk, which I gotta say, this figure looks really good. And this is definitely gonna look real good on the old school shelf here. And with this Terry Funk, of course, we have this really nice, red headband that's on, the head sculpt here looking good. I do love, just the straight, facial expression from Terry looking good. Also, he's got, this really small torso as well, which I thought Terry Funk was a little bit bigger, but, I could be wrong here. And, of course, we have the signature, trunks that he always wore. He's got, the black with, the red, the white stripes going all around at the bottom. And overall, I do really like this Terry Funk figure a lot. And I also really like this ECW championship that it does come with, that I might have to, put on somebody else. But definitely a really cool figure to, add to the collection. And finally, we got the Legends Greatest Hits British Bulldog. And, oh man, I did have the original WWE Legends one back in the day, but obviously I sold most of my collection. But now we got ourselves the British Bulldog, and oh man, I'm excited to finally add the Hart Foundation one to the collection here. And we're gonna let him breathe, baby. And there we go. Look at that. British Bulldog comes with the vest. He's got some interchangeable hands. And I also really like the way that they have him posed, mint on card here. We got the Bulldog vest, which, does look really good. I think I am going to display him with it. Get him out of the package here. And we're going to put that rubber, vest around him as well. Definitely give him that, Hart Foundation, look to him.
11 minutes later.
That is one thing I will say, guys. I don't like how the tassels are just all around like that. It does look a little funky. But there it is, man. We got the British Bulldog greatest hits figure here. And, oh, man. I cannot wait to, rebuild my Hart Foundation, collection here. Just recently for my birthday, I did get the Defining Moments Bret Hart. We are going to keep that in the package. But there is supposed to be an ultimate, Bret Hart with the Hart Foundation jacket. So we are going to wait until that one does come out. And eventually we are going to get Jim Anvil and, Pillman. And hopefully I can make a really cool custom Owen to, really complete it. But man, such a great Bulldog figure. And with this figure here, of course, we have the Bulldog with the short, black hair here. Looking good. I love the smile that we have on his face. Looking great. And of course, we have him posed with the pythons out. And with the, tassels, going all around, going a little crazy. Wish that, it was a little bit better, but it is what it is. We also do have, the Hart Foundation, vest as well, which I think really, sells, this figure here with, Bulldog at the top of it and Hart Foundation at the bottom. We also have, the tights with the United Kingdom flag, on both sides, which do look good. And we even have, the UK, flag on both, knee pads as well. And we even get, the tassels on, on the boots as well, which definitely adds a lot more to this figure. But I will say this, I wish they made the Bulldog a little bigger with this figure, because the Bulldog was always, very, very strong. So that's like my only critique on this figure, but really cool to finally, add this to the collection. But now let's go to the We Are Wrestling Arena and rank these figures from worst to best. Alright, so we're going to rank these figures worst to best, and this was definitely a tough decision because I think all four of these figures are fantastic, and this definitely went right down to the wire. So, at number 4, I do have the British Bulldog, unfortunately, and the reason why I have the British Bulldog at number 4 is because I had very high expectations when, they did, release this figure here, and I feel like if they added that muscle that the Ultimate Warrior has, I think it would have added a little bit more to the figure, in my opinion. But I still love all these figures in the line. At number 3, I do have the Honky Tonk Man, Shake, Rattle, and Roll. And Honky Tonk Man is, my favorite out of the 4, but I do have to put him at number 3 because I felt like if maybe he had a better jumpsuit or attire, I probably would have had him a little bit higher, but this was still a very tough decision. And at number 2, which I thought that this would be number 4, I thought that this was going to be number 4, but unboxing this and reviewing it definitely, swayed my decision to make it number 2, and that is the Ultimate Warrior. And my goodness, that championship looks so good with that figure, and just the gear choice that they went with, fantastic. And I don't think I'm going to be getting another Ultimate Warrior after this one. This one really, impressed me a lot, and I had really low expectations for him, and he definitely exceeded, my expectations. And at number 1, I do have good old Terry Funk. And I think that this is the best figure in the line, hands down. You also get the ECW Championship as well with this, which I know a lot of people are very happy about. This championship coming with, the Terry Funk. But I gotta have him at number 1. I think that this is the best, overall figure. I think it definitely should have had like a crop top or like a shirt with him, but I just think that this is just a huge upgrade from his older Elite figure, especially now with, new articulation and new true effects there. I think that this Terry Funk, was well overdue. So that is my rankings for this series. Back to the Best One Studios. So let me know in the comment section below your favorite figure in this Legends line. Mine has got to be good old Terry Funk. I think that this is a great updated figure, but let me know your favorite. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a Best One yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. We're trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. All the links down in the description below. You can go follow me over on my social medias and other YouTube pages. All that down below. And of course, all the best ones out there worldwide. We are taking over. Peace.